Hello guys, welcome back to Abina channel. As you can see, she's not with me today. She's behind the camera. Anyway, when she's here, she doesn't do anything, so we can do it without her, isn't it? So let's start this cooking. Today I'm showing you how I make my okra stew. I mean, there's so many ways you can do okra stew, but this is my way. So let's start off with the ingredients I've got today. I'm using lamb, so I've got about 3 kilos of lamb here. You can use whatever meat you want and how much you want to use. I'm doing a lot of cooking, so I'm using that much. This side I've got my okra. This is one of my secrets. I haven't shown you yet, but I will show you one day, I promise. This is okra I buy from the shop because okra here is so expensive. Sometimes it can be like $14 a kilo. So when they come on special, I buy like a box. I cut them, I steam them or blanch them, put them in the zipper bag, put them in the freezer, and when I need to use for cooking, it's all ready. And this is the one I got it out yesterday. As you can see, they all defrost and it's all ready for cooking. All came out of freezer. This side, I've got my chili with ginger and garlic. This side, I got fresh ginger that I prepared earlier. And this one is capsicum. As I say, if you get cheap capsicum, it's going off. Blend it, turn into the cubes, and use it for cooking. As a Ghanaian, you know, garden eggs, or in Yadua we call it, when it's season, there's so much it get wise. To me, I got some in my backyard, and when it's in season, I pick them up, I can steam them, and sort of open it with my hand, or I can chop them and steam them and put them in the freezer bag. This is some of them I have in my freezer. So when you need for cooking, for stew, for soup, it's already there. This one I've got 3 onion. I love my onion. And this one is rosemary. Rosemary, you can't go wrong with rosemary with lamb. It really goes well together. So today I'm using only rosemary. I got 1 can of diced tomatoes. It's about 500 grams. And then I got my bottle of garlic here. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons. So this is all my ingredients. Let's get started. Okay, now I've got my lamb in the pot. And I chopped 3 of the rosemary. I'm going to put it in there. So here I've got 1 of the onion and the can of diced tomatoes. I blend them together and I'm gonna pour that on top. Here I've got the chili, the ginger, the capsicum, and I'm going to put half of this in here. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Put about 5 tablespoons in there. And then here I've got my garlic. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons in here. And then I've got my chicken powder. I'm going to put about 2 in there. If you're doing like half of this meat, I'm using it, you can just divide it, everything that I'll show you. You know, you can do like half or quarter. It all depends how much you want to make for your family. Okay, now let's take it back to the stove and steam the meat. Now it's on the stove. I'm gonna stir it. It smells really fresh. Alright, I've been steaming this for 5 minutes. What I'm doing here is I'm going to cook this lamb only halfway, because when I'm doing my okra stew, I do my stew separate and then I'll add it to the meat, because halfway, but then my stew will be made and then I can add the stew together with the meat and get the flavor there. But we're still going to cook it a bit more. Okay, while the meat is cooking, I'm gonna start the stew. So I just put a little bit oil in my pot I'm gonna let the oil heat up a little bit. Just put my onion and rosemary in. The next one I put it in is my chili, ginger, and capsicum, and I'll put about 3 tablespoons. Okay. If you don't like too much chili, you can put less. So the next one, I put 1 tablespoon of crushed garlic. Remember, if you don't have fresh chili, you can use chili powder, it's fine. And I also use crushed ginger. Don't worry about like, oh, I don't have all this fresh ingredients, so I can't do this cooking. Of course you can. So now we're gonna let this cook a little bit. Okay, I've been cooking the onion for about 10 minutes now, and as you can see, it's really starts spilling, which is all the water is out. And I've got 1 can of diced tomatoes, but I'm not using that one. This is the fresh one, so I'm going to put it in. This is 400 grams, so it's the same like the can one. You can use this one, you can also use the can one. So let's put that in. I didn't put any tomato paste in because I want to maintain the color of the okra, the green. I'm going to cook this maybe for about 10-15 minutes. And now I'm going to add this garden eggs in. You don't have to add this garden eggs, but Australia, the okra is so expensive. You know, sometimes you can't afford to use a lot for one cooking, so the best way to, you know, bulk up your stew or soup is add a little bit garden eggs, just to, you know, make the stew a bit more. That's why I add a little bit to it, but you really don't have to. You can just use okra. So I got that in. I'm going to cook that for about 5 minutes. Okay, I came back like 5 minutes later, and as you can see, it's ready. So what? And now I'm going to put like half of this stew into the meat. I'll start off with half because I don't want to put all of the stew together to start off. The meat been cooking for about 20-25 minutes. I turn it off before because I don't want the meat to be too soft. Probably might add a little bit more. I want the flavor of the meat to get through with the stew that I just added. So I'm going to keep cooking this for about 10 minutes and I'll come back and check. Came back to check, and now it's all about checking if you got enough salt, which is I'm going to taste that. And you need a bit more salt, so I'm gonna add 2 more tablespoons of the chicken powder. And I'm also going to check the meat, how tender it is. I think it's a little bit still hard, so probably going to cook it a little bit more. I'm going to lower the stove. Okay, I came back a little bit later and I'm going to check. It should be ready. see how I waited a long time before I put the okra in, because this okra I already cook it, put them in the freezer, and as you can see it hasn't lost its color. And because it's already cooked, when I put it in, it's not gonna take long and our stew will be done. Okay. So our okra stew is almost done. If you like to add fish or sardine or anything, it's your choice, you can do so. And you see it still hasn't lost its
texture.
Look at it. Look at it. And this one, I'm only gonna let it steam a little bit and it's done. It's already got salt in. Because Ghana, they were saying something like when you're cooking okra stew, as soon as you put the salt in, it stops the stickiness, or you know. So I already add the salt before, so it's good. Let me taste it. I can't even get it. Look at it. It's really nice. Very spicy. Gonna cook it for maybe 10 minutes and it's done. Okay, I came back like 10 minutes and our okra stew is ready. It can be stew, it can be soup, whatever you want to call it. I like my a bit more round and not too thick, so that when you're eating with banku, it's like a bit more like soup slash stew. So this one is ready. So I'm going to quickly make some banku to go with the okra stew, because this okra stew I made, somebody's buying it and the person wants banku with it, so I'm going to whip banku together quickly. So I'll show you how I do mine. I'm sure everybody know how to do banku, but my one, I've got my maize. I fermented it for about 3-4 days. I got my salt, and then I got my tapioca starch, which is this. Because I don't have fresh cassava, I always use tapioca starch for my banku. So today I'm only making 10 balls. So what I would do is I start with like 5 tablespoons tapioca starch, and then I'll put 1 tablespoon of salt, and then I'll add 1 cup of cold water to melt the starch. So just make sure all the starch is melted or mixed properly, otherwise you get little lumps. I'm going to add 4 cups of the fermented corn, and I'm gonna mix it. With the starch. Again, just make sure you melt all of them properly so that you don't get lumps. I always taste it if the salt is enough. I think I got enough salt there. So I added 1 cup of hot water, and now I'm going to put lid. I'm going to give it a little time. I'll come back a little bit later and check it, because it's always easy when you let the maize start cooking. It doesn't take you long to stand there and try to stir it. Alright, I came back, and as you can see, around it is all ready. So when I stir it, it's not gonna take long, and our banku will be ready. you can tell when it's done because the color will change, and also you taste it. So our banku is ready. There you have it, guys. A banku and okra stew. You can't go wrong with this. With okra stew, you can also eat it with rice. I personally like it with rice too. Or I can even eat with like semolina. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you do try them. See you next time. Bye.